So this is how I'm using ChatGPT to write ads. It's going to be a full tutorial. I'm just going to pick a brand, just like a random product, and then go through it on how I do the whole research and how ChatGPT helps me actually write the whole script. And that's applicable for both video and statics that you can use. And yeah, that's really saves a lot of time here. It actually reduces some ideas and some headlines and some notions that it will be very hard to think it by yourself. So it's a very powerful tool, and I only use it, and I use it a lot for research and actually coming up with ad ideas and actually building my ad script. So let's actually dive into it. So we're gonna use probably the link here. This is from a brand called Rejuvine. I don't have any affiliation with one of my clients or anything. It's just a random example that I just pulled from the ad library, basically. But again, this is just a product that is a bit broad, so we can see like different angles as well. But it's mostly for female to manage obviously bloating and really manage that after effect of people actually using injectables for weight loss. So like actual pharmaceutical substances like Ozempic or something like that. Again, this is mostly again for weight loss, hunger control, and yeah, this is just supplements that we can see here. They actually has a pretty nice visual and pretty nice brand here, but yeah, this is basically an example. I'm gonna pull again ChatGPT here, and I'm also gonna be opening a new document. So make sure you do this for your own brand. And I'm gonna name this just YouTube example, and then it's gonna be my product doc. Basically, what I'm doing here, I want a document that is all the information about my product, and another document about all my research. So we can obviously put this as input for ChatGPT to actually produce like decent information as an output, because obviously sometimes it's just a bit weird. So the first thing that I'm gonna ask ChatGPT to do is basically just link the website, and I'm gonna ask him to go and make. So just obviously like speed purposes, I just put this here. I'm basically gonna act it to extract all the information that I want, like benefits, pain points, the target audience. I mean, you can just experiment with it. Again, this is going to be a very simple version of the research. This research typically takes 4 to 5 hours minimum. And I go very deep, obviously, and that can actually last me for like a month or two, depending on actually on, the brand and the scale of it and everything. So I'm just going to click this one, so we can see what's happening here. So it starts actually pulling some stuff. Just food noise. Okay, all this seems to be pre-aligned. The pain points is a waistline, stab warning, balance scalp, background is I think that's already looks good. I think I'm just gonna copy this just for the purpose of this. Again, what I want to do is just copy this, put it into another doc. And here I have like all my information about the product, and then I'm gonna basically do another version of it, which is gonna be just the research for the product. So let's just go this one, and then what I want to do now is obviously come up with some ideas and some angles and everything. And the first thing that I would take a look at honestly is just go on Reddit, TikTok, and the different ad libraries as well, just to extract as much info as possible. So obviously this product here, like I said, is basically a probiotic that really manages the hunger. So I'm just trying to look for specific Reddit threads and everything around this niche. So let me actually do a bit of research, and I'll show you how to do this. So basically what I'm trying to do here is obviously pick some Reddit threads that have the most engagement or the most comments, trying to find like common headlines, common issues, how people in their niche or people who has a specific problem can actually phrase what I'm trying to have a look at here. So the first thing I want to do obviously here, I'll just put like, and just for kind of context here, I'm going to try different headlines, not different keywords, different ways to try to actually get to the root of this problem, and at least get on the root of like people actually searching for what I'd like to search. So obviously this is a probiotic and weight loss. So I'm going to go first to this one, which is like 100+ comments. and I'm just trying to see like what's really resonating here. Basically, I like this is not really this, a bit too generic. So what I'm trying to do is like go back to the research and see like some more specific problems. Like the main thing that I tackled basically is bloat. So I'm going to reduce bloat in. I'm just gonna put it here so we can see what comes up basically. So we do this, just floating, and we can see some more some more popular Reddit threads. So we can probably just find something, and we're gonna try to see again. I'm looking for headlines. Like for example, this one. This is not a bad actually headline. I'm just gonna copy it here, and then kind of stop it for waiting for cultural become disappointed. Because then like it's very good angles and maybe ChatGPT can actually take and make some out of it. And I'm really skinny girl because I think that's obviously happens to a lot of skinny girls. So it's gonna again just add information here, and I'm gonna go through the comments as well. Like I'm seeing what people actually responding. I had the same problem, but then I saw a TikTok while hack and it actually worked. So it usually called blows, breaks, mass movements. And I'm also gonna be searching for like solutions so we can see how we can make it a bit more solution oriented. Obviously, the problem, the product here is very specific, but um, again, go a bit different kind of solutions here and tips. Taking now works for me. Okay, let me describe another one here. What tastes made a difference in bloating your stomach? I'm just a bit losing fat about it, but I know when I gain weight, it goes right in my section. Let me just go here and just copy this as well. Again, the more quality information I can get, the better. Maybe like some deep bloating hacks. Again, that would be actually like a decent headline. And I just go here and again type it here. And I'm also gonna browse on the right section here that I think is very beneficial. Like for example, here bloating is ruining my life. So again, the more that I can put here that is relevant to the product and relevant to my custom audiences, to my target audience, I'm sorry, the better, honestly. And again, I'm gonna put like different stuff. I eat healthy, drink enough water, I've tried a low cutting. I think I'm just going to pull it all into the doc. And yeah, I'm not gonna bore you with like the process, but this is how I like to do this, how I'm thinking about it. It's mostly just finding um different like subreddits and see like different like solutions. And again, it might not be obvious, like, but some of the solutions can actually be very, very reversed into a very good angle. So even if it's like not really related with your product, I think I will still probably include them because again, you're giving ChatGPT context here. What I'll also do is go here back again. And again, I'm just trying to find threads that have the most engagement and just add stuff there. Okay, this is actually just very specific. So let me see another one. Start with persistent bloating. That's actually pretty good. I'll copy that as well. And no, I used to be fucking Muslim. Going to read internal examiners. I tested. It was actually coffee. Do you see a doctor? Okay, I think that should be just enough to see where we kind of stand here. And I maybe put a couple more here, but just for the sake of this video, not to be like an hour long. I'm gonna just put a few more stuff there, and I'm gonna be going into ChatGPT to actually create some ads. Okay, I put a couple more information here. What I'm going to do is just download them into like a PDF document. Doesn't really matter. And then I'm going to download this one as well. And I'm going to go to ChatGPT and basically ask it to upload these two files. Okay. And here are two files that you are only going to use. You're going to use moving forward. Please don't reference anything else but these two files for the remaining of the chat. And then I'm just going to explain what the files is basically. One file is all my product information, and file 2 is all the research that I've done. Again, it should be much better research that I've this doc, but just for illustration purposes, I think it's gonna make sense to be a bit faster here. Research, and then I'm gonna start very like again. This is a great point here because we want to also see where we are in the funnel. So the first thing that I'm gonna do is this obviously brand here, like let's say that we are in a very early stage and we are really at the problem aware stage when referring back to obviously sophistication fundamentals. And I'm gonna go like you are targeting, for example, problem aware people. So again, it's a very specific input here, so you might just leave it as it is, but I highly recommend we turn it off to really see what your brand is, to really just make the most out of it. Now that we're not going to be obviously using a few different angles here that are more like unaware or like more top of funnel, but I want to be specific here. From aware people, and you want to scale your ads and make revenue for your business. Please start and provide me with 10 angles, maybe like let's use like 5 angles that I could take based on the above and start testing on Facebook ads. So it will pull up some stuff here. We're just going to be refining it as we go. So you pull like 5 angles here. Here, body dream and life angle is actually quite good. And food noise and cravings control angle. Hooks, you kind of something about food. It's not with virus or gut hormones. Sick of hiding behind loose clothes, but that's actually a good one. Ever notice sticks on place? Yep, your belly. Get serious body, please. No, that's not a good one. Let me actually just make it a bit more specific. I want you to give me 10 hooks for the video ad that are more pain oriented and embarrassment oriented. And we'll probably split another 10. Again, in an ideal world, probably going to be, having a separate doc just noting down some of the stuff. Nothing's more embarrassing than to look fine and after salad. That's actually a pretty good one. Ever suck your stomach, heart shirts. That's actually good because I think a lot of people can actually relate. Again, this point being here, there's just one angle for the product. It's just bloating. It's not just bloating. It's actually regulating hunger and everything. So I'll probably do the same for, again, other kind of angles. So here on my research, I'll probably have another, phase that I'm going to be searching about hunger control and the weight loss rebound that we're seeing, that is very effective. That's for context here, because again, I don't want to make like 2-hour video, but it's what I'm actually gonna do is it's really like a very lengthy process, but this is really the bread and butter, and there's just execution about all these concepts. What is my weight? Straight my belly. I think that's more like weight loss specific, which like is not the main thing that this tackles. with myself, like when I'm uploading and tired of watching videos after eating, and this is a very, very good one. And so I think we have a couple here. I think it's coming faster, feeling slim anywhere. Um, I didn't need another TikToks. I think that's a very good one for, because obviously, like, bear in mind that in this specific market, people are like very, very aware of the problem and the solutions out there, because they probably have tried like another pill. The products are like, I didn't need another detox tea. I need to fix my gut so I can help feeling huge after every meal. So that's very, very good. So what we start doing now is like, I pick like five. So using like hooks. I liked one, two, let's more like uh, 5 and 10. Create full video scripts. And imagine you are a fitness influencer that is going to uh, share these videos with their target audience, with their target audience. So what I'm doing here is basically I'm trying to make ChatGPT to make it a bit more native and a bit more how people are actually going to be looking at this from a Instagram perspective. So let's see what actually comes up with. I think another angle that will work very well here is maybe after this, but let me see. Imagine you are a health expert specializing in gut health and weight loss, and you are talking to your followers and talking first about this product. Use the angles above or the hooks above mother and create another set of scripts. Okay, let's see what comes up first. Nothing's more embarrassing than looking for a after salad. Okay, can we please talk about this? Like, what are the thing? That's what you read. Okay, some of the stuff can actually use in the UGC. I think it's very, very informal for the specific video. So here's the words feeling turn out for you love, but I mean it's sucking so hard. It used to be very weak, but you can see here you have like the whole video stuff, which I think would be very nice, like cuts to head changing outfit on about any jeans. I think that would be a great visual. And you can use, some information just gonna be refined further. So probably just like use video script and make it a bit more like simple, make it a bit more lengthy, or make it a bit more problem oriented, or maybe more solution oriented, depending on what I'm targeting here. And talk about avoiding mirrors after eating, mirror in bedroom routine. You know the feeling after you eat. You avoid looking at the mirror. Yes, that was me. So that was very good. Let me see what comes up with like the expert angle. But I think those actually are decent scripts to just play around with. I think my now looking 5 minutes, a salad. You know what's crazy? One of the most common things I say as I look like mouse as a salad. So we can actually potentially use like a expert using that as well. I think that will be very, very effective. If you're sucking in your stomach to normally close that your body trying to sell something with activity balance is actually educating. So that's very good. And then I'll probably make it so I want to start making. Okay, it's actually give suggested. So you can see it's more like a very raw approach now. But the main thing that I want to be addressing this video is the research. I'm going to go into different Reddits. I'm going to go into Google. I'm going to go into TikTok. I'm going to use PDF documents, upload it to ChatGPT, and then play around with it. I have some specific questions that I ask time and time again. But I think like first of all, just play around with it. See where you come to in terms of like asking questions, make things more refining. But all start with actually knowing your ideal audience and be very specific about it. So you can see here, it gives you some structure. I wouldn't go and just copy them into like UGC briefing. But you can see like face camera raw energy. Okay, why do I look 5 months for a salad? Tell me why not. I'm buying things. I probably just don't do the facial camera. I probably do like a split screen with like having one visual that is like blurred in another one that is very flat. You can see the before and after. If you're paying emotionally visual, a healthier workout, that's very good because most people actually do that, and then it just like you use like they actually bloat it. And it's more policy, constant bloating after meals, no normal your gas and your message, as we ask. I think that actually work here if we actually put it specifically into like a setup that it is more professional and is more like from an actual expert. But yeah, there you have it really. This is mostly what I would probably do, and then just you can just copy them, I'll probably refine them a bit more, and then just add it into like another doc for like maybe 3 angles. Again, I'll probably do the same again, just very specific here and very quick for like clarity. I'll probably do the same for like a couple more angles that I've actually spotted, and I probably have done a bit more research on the product. So I apologize, I haven't done quite a bit of research on this one. But if I've done quite a bit of research, I can obviously myself like what are like the core angles, and then just find more specific questions, headline stuff, because then you can just take it here, and then I want to make headlines for static testing based on the information above. Please give me 10 headline ideas. Ideas focusing on problem and covering blood management and hunger management, as well as the weight rebound effects that some traditional pharmaceutical solutions have. So what comes up with. Principal usual product will be that's right, clinical control. Target living language before the problem is in what you did the blow sounds great, we keep it there naturally. That's actually a decent one. We can slightly amend it so with this a very natural solution. Like the truth about GLP-1 drugs, monitoring your body and body show your gut. That's actually a very good one. Rebounding after zombing or GLP-1, fix your gut first. So you can see here we have a few more angles here that we can probably use. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it, the video. I hope you gain some insight on how I like to approach ChatGPT, and maybe you can find obviously a better way just to mess around with it. But yeah, the main thing is just have the fundamentals down, your research, know your product, give as much info as possible to ChatGPT, and then as you know which angles you want to build through research, you can go really drill down to like the core angles here. But yeah, I hope you really found it useful. I hope you really found it useful, and yeah, see you in the next one. Bye.